What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Show with another video, and today we're doing greatest anime villains of all time. Now, I'd actually tried to run through this before, but I ended up making a mistake. Let me tell you how sure I did. I ended up going round 256 instead of round 128 because there's only 188 contestants in the pool, and since we don't have a tournament for that, they're basically gonna cut like 50 something villains out, right? And initially I ended up doing this, right? But as you see, blank cards we generated to fill the spots, and when I was doing the video, it was just blank card after blank card after blank card, and some of the villains that they actually included in this were pointless. I really included this to 256 because I didn't want no villain to be left out. I wanted to, you know, kind of judge them off all the great villains, but now they're gonna select 128 at random, and that's gonna be the tourney. So let's go ahead and get it. Okay, so here we go. Finally, some actual rounds. Naraku versus Kimberly. First of all, I have to decide how I want to judge this. Am I judging this by what kind of villain I love, or who is like the worst villain? Because even though Kimberly did some insane stuff, I'm gonna judge on a little bit of both, because in a situation like this, I like Kimberly more, right? Because Kimberly's just a better written villain, right? I don't know, this is hard, because the way I look at it is that, yeah, like Naraku did worse things, right? But Kimberly is a better written villain. So to me, I think he's a greater villain, but Naraku has better feats as a villain. He's just, to me, I've always hated Naraku. So I'm gonna Kimberly. I'm gonna go more with favoritism. What villain I love. Gilgamesh. Sure, thought Gilgamesh was fire. I was about to say, is Lelouch really a villain? But I guess in a sense he kind of is. He's like the protagonist, but he's not like a great guy. I don't know. And Annie was cool, but I don't think she's beating Lelouch. Kibimaru, Harudigan. I barely even remember Harudigan. I feel like I've run into this before when I just started doing this list. Like, it was a lot of Dragon Ball Z filler inside and movie characters, and I hated that. I'm going Kibimaru. Yes, he died in combat. I don't think this test knows what a villain is. Like, they just looking at it more like opposition to the main character. I don't think Katakuri was a villain. He didn't do no villainous stuff. Muzan, on the other hand, like, bro, like, who is this? Like, what am I looking at? Like, this test is pointless. I'm not gonna lie. After seeing Brody that this test, finally an actual good one. Griffith versus Cell. Now, I like Cell better, but the sheer amount of villainous that Griffin is, and him being such a legendary villain, he's obviously gonna win. It just sucks because Cell shouldn't have been knocked out so early. I thought Cell was also a great villain. Arlong's a villain for sure. I'm going FP2 though. Pride and Envy. Okay, this would be a weird choice for me, but I definitely think I would go with Envy. I feel like Envy just did a way more to the story. Like, Pride was just like, when you found out who Pride was, the truth about the homunculus and everything, he was horrifying. But like, Envy knowing she did too much, and she killed me. Zabazar, Rob Lucci. I like Rob Lucci. I'm going Zabazar. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like that was the catalyst. I mean, both of these were the catalyst for the main characters, to be honest. They both were main catalysts to like make the main character grow. And we had the Gear 2, I think, and this is when Naruto really learned what it means to be in Zabuza. I think that's the mother from Code Geass. She was sick. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you figure out all the truth of everything, she was trash. I'm gonna go Ginyu Force. They're gonna Carlo and the Phantom Troop. I'm definitely picking them over Ginkaku and Kinkaku. I would have rather them added more Phantom Troop. Remember the mage? I only remember him from a Bridge series. Definitely going. You know, he's not really a villain. He was proposed as a villain. This is the dude from JJK, I think. Ice dude, thinking. And this is Toga. I will go Toga. I think Toga had a much more interesting story arc. Whis is not a villain, bro. This test is good. It's not a villain. I feel like they just needed character. Why does he familiar? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna definitely Dio. I'm glad Dio's in here. He's a great villain. The king from Bleach, I think. It's the guy. Your watch is Zamasu. Zamasu was lame. I mean, I like the whole Goku Black arc. It was cool, but nah, this dude tripping with swag. Hisoka or Aknelogia? Now, Hisoka. I thought Hisoka was always interestingly written villain. I always thought he was cool every time he was on screen. Not like cool in the sense because he's kind of a sicko, but like, I don't know, like when you seen him on screen, it was just like an era of like, this guy is literally a murderous clown. And I think he did that very well. I think Arachnologia was also in the same boat. Like, I think every time he came around during the bigger events of Fairy Tail, not only did he shut down Fairy Tail for 7 years, you know, not only did he like freaking destroy our main characters in a sense, he also came back, just like took a very important person away from the story. So I don't know, like, I feel like in the grand scheme of things, we've seen more from Arachnologia as a villain. Like, he doesn't have as interesting of a personality, but just the fear that he represents and being that big strong dragon form is greater. Oh man, I love me some Kaiba, bro, but he's more like a rival. This guy was a true villain. Okay, now this is a good one. Charles V. Britannia. I think it's Charles V. I forgot his name or father. This is a good one. Both of these guys were horrible. You know what? I'm going Charles because he had that whole middle of the anime and it was like ridiculous. I think father was cool, but he came towards the end. Like, yeah, we always knew he was like a overarching villain, but now I'm going Charles. Sure. Did I do Kimberly already? Fuck, I did Kimberly already. I think we done do. I would go Crocodile though. Did more. You know, Tao. Like this is one of the ones I didn't want. I know who this is, but I don't. But he's not beating Light, so it doesn't matter. Aizen versus Lors. I don't even like. I care less for each character. Wamu. Oh, I'm going. Ah man, I hated both these characters. I'm not gonna lie, but I always thought that their powers were cool. Oh, definitely. Oh no, actually, no, that's just a tough. Only because Greed is such a cool villain for sure. I think I'm gonna pick Greed, but like Nina, if I remember correctly, she was like the reason why that bomb went off or whatever, and that was like such a crazy moment in the show. I'm not gonna lie, that was a sick moment. Vicious, that's from Cowboy Bebop. Janemba, I'm gonna go Vicious. Johan, definitely Orochimaru. Zeke just kind of got downplayed towards he kept getting beat up. Much as I mean, these are two very, very side characters, but Kabuto really clutched up later on. He became a good villain later on. I'm going Shisuke. Definitely Flamingo. What? Flamingo was an amazing villain. I don't even like this guy, and I don't even consider her a villain in Valentine. I didn't read the manga for that just yet. Going in sure. I hated how they handled him, but yeah. All of the Akatsuki versus Black. I'm going the Akatsuki. It's kind of like Code, bro. Like all of the Akatsuki, that means Itachi and everybody. What? No. This quiz is not the greatest. I'm not gonna lie. Mayuri or Margin. In terms of villains, they're both about the same, to be honest. Because Majin Buu was like, I like all of Majin Buu. There's gotta be Majin. Mayuri is sick, but Majin Buu killed people in that. Oh, they just got like the randomest villains in this test. They just threw him in. Oh, from what you call? Oh, Schneisel. He was just smart. Not Giovanni. Ooh, that is a good one. Dabi versus Askeladd. I think Askeladd was a fire villain, but he only lasted season 1. Dabi's been a villain in My Hero for like a minute, and his grand finale was fantastic. Like he went crazy in his finale as a villain. So we're gonna go Dabi. Black Scar. I don't even know. I forgot who the other bro is. I've seen him, but I forgot. Broly's not really a villain. Well, not really. He just can't control himself. Shot Tucker is definitely one of the worst villains ever. I like Zenon more. Monokuma was sick. A sick little bear. I'm gonna go Monkey. Just because the turn of her being a villain was expected, but still chilling. Choso. Just because you can be a good guy later on. Ah, man. Esdeath or Diavolo. I don't remember Esdeath quite that well. I remember she was a fire character. She's very strong. I always liked her character. And I like Diavolo. As a villain, he's diabolical. Like when they first met him and stuff, tweaked out. Is that not Griffith? What are we doing? What are we doing right now? And there's another Blackbeard. Yeah, this test is cooked. This test is so cooked, bro. You know what it is. I'm definitely gonna hit. I mean, I guess he's a villain. Because when we did Kimimaru before, it's a different Kimimaru, but whatever. That's Mahito. I don't even know who Brody is. Zeph. So we done Zeph. I'm gonna go with Zeph, not Zeref. Zeph. Goro. I don't even know if I really want to finish this test. This test is all over the place. I mean, this quiz is all over the place. But we're gonna go ahead and power through it, man. We already started making. We're gonna go ahead and power through it. I guess he's a villain. Bibbidi. We'll go Bibbidi. I mean, he made Majin Buu. He was pretty. Mewtwo. I mean, yeah. This is the guy with the medal, I think. Good. And Daki. I'm gonna go Daki. That whole fight between season 2 was fire. Cars and Pain. Glad they got Pain in it. I like Cars too, though. Cars is fire. Krollo and the Phantom Troop versus Kimberly again. Definitely going Krollo. Definitely going Charles. Definitely going Kabuto. And left side is killing it right now. Definitely going Akatsuki. Left side streak. I'm still going Merit. I like them better than Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, left side is killing it right now. Nah. There we go. Right side, you watch. It's calling you watch. Ooh, that's a tough one, but not really. Like, I like Muzan. He's cool. He's an interesting character and cool animation moments, but nah, definitely Madara. Light, of course. Nah, this guy's a villain, bro. Like, this guy represents the sickness and science. Gilgamesh. I'd probably say Scar. Scar caught some bodies. Look, it's gotta be Scar. Makima, just for her like being a villain, a true villain itself. Doflamingo for sure. Majin Buu. Definitely King Bradley. Definitely Dio. Lelouch. I'm still iffy about calling him a villain because I guess in the end he was a villain to the story, but definitely Dabi. I mean, Goku Black was good too, but like Dabi just, I don't know. That last couple seasons, he just elevated. Schneisel or Zabuza? I feel like Schneisel got overplayed. I feel like since Schneisel came in as like he's smart, so like he's dangerous, and I don't know. I definitely would say Zabuza for me. That's what he represents. Choso, I just like him better. Johan, he's a sickness. Definitely Greed. If they had the brother or whatever, I'm gonna have to go Blackbeard. Even though I like Shinsuke a lot, it's my favorite anime. Toguro, he was menacing in Yu Hakusho. Beast. I'm gonna go Nakato, only because that definitely counts as pain, and that's kind of cheating, but whatever. Orochimaru for sure. I mean, definitely going Toga. Definitely Aizen. I don't even remember picking Kagura. Showsaga. Definitely Zephyr, as the anime likes to call it. Pain, Diavolo. Definitely Pain, man. I like Diavolo a lot, but like that Mahito or Hit, definitely Mahito. Man, was that man like that second season JJK, and he really became an amazing villain. Like he really had me like I was just wishing the main character to kill him already. He just taking too much. So girl, Shao Tucker. I'm gonna Shao Tucker, man. Shao Tucker's always gonna be infamous as just being like the disgusting piece of waste. Majin Buu or you watch. I feel like Majin Buu did more things, like he destroyed more things. He was evil incarnate, but I feel like your watch was also like he's a villain with a purpose and a story. His people was wiped out, he came back, his powers are cool, he's a cool villain. Hang on, Brody. Definitely Doflamingo. Griffith or Dobby. Me personally, I would go Dobby. I think Griffith has like done more villainous stuff in terms of like him as a villain himself is like he's a worse villain than Dobby, right? But like also at the same time Dobby also killed and burned a lot of people, and that's in the My Hero world where it's not as dark. His story in itself is just fire. Gilgamesh or Charles D. Britannia. I feel like Gilgamesh because he stuck around for 2 series, basically the villain of 2 series, and I don't know, he's always been a cool villain. No matter what series you watch, he always messes some stuff up. Orochimaru or Mahito. To me, they're about the same person, realistic. I feel like Mahito did a lot in that one season. Orochimaru's done a lot over years. I definitely want to go with Orochimaru, but Mahito was a fantastic villain. Light Yagami or Sosuke Aizen. Okay, this is probably the hardest one in the tournament because Aizen is a great villain. You know what I'm saying? He was unassuming, unsuspecting. He came out and pretty much announced himself as the villain in the Soul Society arc in a sense. Light Yagami represents a teenager that was literally corrupted by power. I think his story in itself is better written. Yeah, I feel like his story is better written as Light. But I do understand why Aizen's a better, cooler villain. His powers are open, so is Light. I feel like realistically, Aizen's power in a world like the Soul Society stuff could have a counter. I think Light, realistically, L shouldn't have been that smart enough to really be able to like there's a mystical book that kill people just by writing their names in it. Light being so smart, it's no way he really technically should have been caught. That's just the way I look at it. So with that, definitely I'm gonna count Pain, like, cause we got 2 Pains and we got Nagato, we got to count that Pain. Scar is just Scar. I think Johan's a better villain, but I don't think I never finished mine. Dio. That's just tough. Is Dio? This is cheating. Actually, no, this is cheating. We're taking this out. I'm going because I would have picked Katsuki, but now I'm looking at it. Katsuki is Pain. Obito, Loki, Sasuke. Like I don't understand why because we already got Pain. I don't know. Tachi should have been in here, but it's like Kurlo. We're only gonna choose Kurlo. We're not gonna do Kurlo. Greed is Zeref. I definitely like Greed more because he became the Ling Greed, and I thought definitely matter. I think Lelouch's choice here. King Bradley's fire. All right, now let's get down to Dio or Dio. Okay, Orochimaru killed the 3rd Hokage, destroyed the leaf. He took Sasuke, trained Sasuke, was defeated by Sasuke. Dio, killed Jonathan's dog. I think killed Jonathan's dad. I can't remember. The first in that war, became a vampire. Killed Jonathan. I think the day he got married, and soon afterwards, like he got murdered by Dio. But him and Dio basically died together. Took over Jonathan's body. Developed a stain. He was directly responsible for like a lot of the Joestar, not the Joebro. He had a illegitimate child. I think I'm gonna go with Dio. Not only that, he like killed Cock. Like y'all, Gilgamesh messed up a lot of stuff, but I definitely gotta give it to Light. I think just the character himself, he's a true villain. He's absolutely a villain, but he's one of those guys like Blackberry, Shout. We can go ahead and get rid of Shout. He's been high up, time to get up. Dobby, agree. I'm definitely going Dobby. Dobby's such a fire villain. I feel like he's one of the best parts of New Age. My Hero, fire. Oh, this is a tough. Because as a villain, I don't know. Lelouch is the main character. I mean, I don't know. No, actually, yeah. I mean, because I was trying to discredit Lelouch as being the actual villain, but yeah, like one person basically would rage war against his family, revenge, right? And in turn, like yeah, he was helping them, but he also used it, caused a lot to die. He was leading an army under a false narrative, care about more, worried about his family out. No. Then in the end, he became like the terrorist to the world, but he sacrificed himself so it worked. I haven't fully seen the rest of his story. He was wiped out, all his plans, waiting, all. I'm gonna go Doflamingo or Scar. I think I didn't love Dressrosa, but I'm gonna go Madara over Crollo. I thought Crollo was a good villain, just not enough. Definitely. All right, Lucia Dobby. I think Dobby finally makes his loss of Lucia good of a villain. Dobby. Madara or Light. I feel like with Madara or Light, Madara was like the amount of foreshadowing they did for Madara. Not only I don't know, because I feel like Light is an amazing villain, right? But in the same way that Lelouch, but like he's a villain that thought what he was doing was right. A villain that killed thousands, and I always thought that was cool. Saying realistically, he shouldn't have been caught. No way you can figure out this guy's book, kill it. Well, Madara, he was a sheer force, like nature is powerful. He literally grew up in war. He ended up growing up in war to try to kill his best friend due to racism and stuff. It's kind of a puppet his whole life. But I don't know, as a shinobi, he was feared, scared. They was literally quick in the thought of Obito. I don't know. I'm gonna go Madara. I'm gonna definitely go. I like Doflamingo. I feel like Doflamingo had a good backstory. I feel like that's Russell Long, but I feel like a great villain. I don't know. Pain in a short amount of time came devastated. Dio or Blackbeard. Blackbeard. Blackbeard's he's a but I'm gonna go. I just feel like there's so many great villains. He gets overshadowed the overall. Lelouch versus Dio. I'm definitely going to Lelouch. Without Dio, it was also like he did a lot. He's very funny as a villain. Lelouch, Madara or Pain. If I had to say, I think Madara dropped everybody, dropped Preston. I think was the better. Like I think we carried over whatever stuff. His eyes. It being hinted at the leader of the Akatsuki. He had a cool backstory, and I feel like when he came to the Leaf Village, he just like it was like all along he knew he could Leaf Village and just destroy everything. Not only did he kill Jiraiya, a favorite character in Naruto on his journey, he also came to the Leaf Village and like individually all his body, and then he goes to legendary whole village hairline. Pain. Same thing I just said about Pain. I think Lelouch. If we talk about villain, I always looked at Lelouch as like he did a right. He did a good bad. I don't know. It's like yeah, he's a villain. Played everybody. I don't know. In the end, he really did do everything good. I guess you could say that about regretted what he did. Like Nagato brought everybody back. But as a villain, like as a villain, to our hero, there wasn't really no hero. I think Suzaku quote unquote hero. Puppy shot in the face right. What he thought was right. So I don't know. As far as like a villain, I feel like a true villain has to be an attack. I mean, that's all right. Let's see the result. Griffith. I knew Griffith top spot. Griffith hurt. I top Johan. Yeah. I probably messed up, but not. Oh, I did Garrow. Okay, Pain is number 9. I don't think Aaron. Aaron would have been. That being said, guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe, guys.